There's just a lot of reasons. You know, women are not supposed to be out here uncovered. We've been lying to people about male nature. You've got men that are feeling bad, self-loathing for the feelings that they feel, because we've told them they're not supposed to be men. They're not supposed to feel that way. We've got women ruining their families because they don't understand that men are completely different creatures, species. You know, a lot of people say, oh, well, we've evolved, you know, we're not the same as we used to be. Well, that's only so true because, you know, you, like I say, you can only be a feminist in a first world country. So we're just, you know, one EMP, one disaster away from being just like our ancestors were, okay? You know, as soon as you've got no law in place, no one coming to save you, no 911, you know, you're at the mercy of the men. And you need to have protection, and you need to have good, dangerous men, you know, under self-control out here, helping to maintain whatever we have left of society. But, you know, if you're out here just as a woman, I don't care how good of a shot you are, you know, that you have dogs, I don't care how well trained you are, the men will overtake you, okay? There's a reason why, you know, throughout history, women were enslaved by conquering kingdoms.
Against polygamy. Like, I was like, you bitches is tripping. I need my nigga to myself. I'm too selfish for this shit. Like, it just need to be me and him. Like, we don't need no extra people. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was not even trying to hear no shit about no fucking polygamy. Now, though, like, I don't know. Like, I've learned a lot about polygamy, and I've talked to a few people who are polygamists. Actually, shout out to Young Pharaoh, because I actually had a conversation with him about this the other day. And, you know, he low-key, you know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of convinced me even more that polygamy is low-key okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is, you know what I'm saying? It kind of, the pros low-key outweigh the fucking cons when it comes to polygamy. You know what I'm saying? At least from what I've been fucking learning. But I'm not closed off to it. Like, I'm kind of open to it now because, I don't know, like I said, I'm seeing the benefits, and I'm about to get into some of the benefits right now. But nigga, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, I would do it depending on, I would try it, not do it. I would try it depending on the man I'm with, because it does take a certain type of nigga you gotta be with in order to do that shit. Like, and I don't know, like, I think it really depends on the man, the situation, the woman, and for me, it would just depend on who I'm with at the time. Like, if I really want to do that shit right now, fuck no, like, I'm good. Right now, no. But I don't know. In the future, you never know. My feelings might change about it. I know the fact that the cost of living in certain places are so fucking high. You got a lot of broke-ass people out here who's not cutting it, who have jobs, who are trying to be out here making it, who are trying to do something with their lives, but they just are not cutting it because the cost of living is so fucking expensive. That's why a lot of young couples move in together so fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why a lot of young people move in together like that, because they feel like it's just easy. You already got a place. We should just move in together. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? We split the rent down the middle. You cut your rent in half. You know what I'm saying? You cut your cost of living in half because now I'm there. We can get groceries, all this other shit. Why the fuck not? I'm thinking, shit, you goddamn right. Why the fuck would that? You know what I'm saying? At the time, that did help me out a lot. You know what I'm saying? Having somebody there split the fucking bills with me. But I could just imagine how much easier it would have been, how much less money I would have been spending had it been two more bitches there. Like, if I was in a polygamous relationship then, and it was 4 people, 4 incomes instead of just 2 incomes, my nigga, like, I would have been living lavish. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So just based on a financial standpoint, polygamy is low-key. It's low-key lit. 4 incomes, you know what I'm saying? Even if we all making $1,000 a month, or give or take, like, my nigga, that's still enough to make rent. Like, that's just from one income, that's enough to make rent. And the rest, definitely enough for other expenses and for us to be good. Like, you still got 4 different people who can go out, and if one of them happen to lose a job or some shit like that, you got 3 other people who can go out and get some more money, who can get some more hours at their job, who knows how to create another side hustle to make some more money. Like, real shit, you know what I'm saying? You got 4 minds. That quadruples your fucking chances of having some more money, because you have more people thinking about more ways to make more money. Not only that, even if you're trying to start a business, y'all can all help each other start a fucking business. Instead of you just trying to invest in your business by yourself, you got 3 other people you can go to that can say, hey, look, if you give me 1,000, you give me 1,000, you give me 1,000, I put up 1,000, we put into this idea I got, it's going to make all of us break. So now, not only are you benefiting from having other incomes, but you're also benefiting from possibly investing in somebody's company or creating a company with other people.
I believe that polygyny is a necessity and very important to those who are willing to practice it, because polygyny is not for everyone. Everyone cannot practice polygyny. It's not for everyone at all. And for those who do practice polygyny, it is important, to help nation building, to help uplift whatever, or to help give a helping hand whatever's lacking in the home. For instance, the wife possesses 2 jobs. The senior wife possesses 2 jobs. The husband possesses 2 jobs. As a junior wife coming in, you would serve as a helping hand with the children, help with education, help with the house, help with cleaning the house, cooking, things like that. So it is important, I believe, in for those who practice polygyny.
So are you the junior or the senior?
I'm the junior wife.
Junior wife? But you older.
But I'm older.
All right.
To make sure that we understanding that we need to stay grounded in our individual identity, but also not let that individual identity take away from our marital identity. It's supposed to add to. All right. So make sure you are minding your marriage, doing those things, making sure you are immersing yourself in self-care and understanding what your individual identity is, as well as your marital identity, and thriving in that marital identity, meaning that you are bonding with your spouse, that you are connecting with your spouse, that you are doing things to cultivate an outstanding relationship with your spouse and continue to thrive in polygyny in 2022. One last thing is to not compare. Comparison is the thief of joy. So whatever relationship your husband has with his other wife, your co-wife, that's none of your business. Focus on your marriage. Focus on what you are doing and how you are cultivating your marriage, how you're cultivating your marriage with your husband. But also celebrate their marriage as well. I know that sounds so hard for some people to do because they don't want to celebrate someone else's joy who is married to the same man that they're married to. But we're all part of one family. And when we change that mindset and understand that, we can celebrate each other's wins and celebrate each other's successes. Even though what they're doing in their marriage is none of your business, but their success, you can celebrate. All right? You can celebrate that. And when you celebrate that, you feel good about yours. Some people won't understand that. But see, I know that from experience. Not only from experience, but from other women who's done it as well. Because they focused on minding their marriage. They focused on looking at the positive and not letting the negative self-talk eat them alive and destroy themselves as well as their marriages.